Let's talk on 95.1
Nigeria Info
Abuja.
Okay, so what do I want for Christmas? I can say my name, right? So here is Gbenga having a lot of wishes in his mind, but just one stands out. Santa, if you can do this for me, I will be so glad. I just want a visa-free trip to any country in Africa. If you can just achieve that for me. Yeah, I want to be able to go to Ghana, South Africa, Senegal, Ethiopia, all these countries without having to worry about visa. I mean, I'm an African. Just do this for me and I'll be glad.
About the biggest conversations made of trustworthy ideas passionately connected to everyone. Let's talk on Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja.
The facts are glaring.
It's point blank.
It's better to have little, that there's blessings of God, that you have much more, that there's no blessings of God.
But people need to see, know, and hear.
When you return that money, you hear the message.
Whatever is not yours, even if you kill yourself, it will not come. But that's my opinion.
So do share the facts on Hard Fact.
Hard Fact.
Hard Fact. 3 to 6 p.m. live on 95.1 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Hard Facts.
This is Hard Facts. Hard Facts.
On 95.1 Nigeria Info.
All right, Merry Christmas to you. It's 9 minutes past 3 p.m. right here on Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. I hope that you are having a good celebration. It's the 25th day in December 2023. Gbenga is right here.
Is my presence comical?
Day?
I don't understand.
I don't know. It's just weird to have you on this end and not the other end, not behind the camera. Yeah.
Wow, on the Hard Fact end in front of.
Right
I think I've been here on Hard Fact Lights once with Kim.
Okay.
Yes, we've talked, but I really don't like hard things, you know.
But how's your...
I don't like hard things.
How is your Christmas going?
My Christmas, fish there, chicken there, jollof rice. Okay. At least that's in the morning. Then at least, do you know what's called brownie?
Yeah, brownie is a bake. It's like a cookie,
cake,
right?
It's actually a cake, but with other things.
Extras on it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I've had the brownie today, and let's see what the evening brings.
All right, so you had a great time then, because I don't know if there's an unwritten rule about starving until the Christmas meal is ready.
No, there isn't.
You know, usually you wake up in the morning, everyone is trying to prep for Christmas. If it's rice, whatever it is you're having, everyone is doing something. Yeah. And for some weird reason, it takes a really long time for the meal to get ready, and everyone has to wait until that happens.
But that's the interesting thing about meals generally, because we have desserts, we have what's the other names for the John the John the Baptist before Jesus, that kind of thing. The
starters, the main meal,
so while you're waiting for the jollof rice and chicken on fire, you can have your brownie.
Okay, some tea, right?
And you can have your beverage. You can have your chin-chin. A lot of people are baking chin-chin this period.
I haven't had Christmas right yet. I'm freaking out. I'm pissed off already.
I've had a little in the morning, and
maybe I'll order something. Because
that's another thing, because internet has made things easy. So if you can't cook, order.
Okay, order something then. But welcome to Hard Facts for today. My name is Itodo, and I'm happy for Christmas. It's a really interesting time to be with family and friends and have a great time while you celebrate. Hope you've had a great day all the way. I mean, some people are having a difficult time getting access to cash. Poultry farmers, crying with the high cost of feeds and the low patronage. But we'll get into all of that today on Hard Facts. But I hope hope you've had a great time listening to us from the Morning Crossfire to what's happening in Abuja, the sunny side. I'm right here until 7 o'clock. I hand you over to the Football Frenzy. Team will be here till 10 o'clock. So ensure that you are tuned right here to Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. We're streaming live. Are we streaming live? Not yet.
Not yet. Today is freestyling. So
you're relaxing today.
Yeah, but this particular episode we just had, they should watch out on social media.
Okay, great. So you would put it out there on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we are passionate, trustworthy, conversational, on, off air, online, and on the street. And here to get into the roundtable right now all the way till 4:30, and then of course we'll move on to other conversations as well. At 6 o'clock, it'll be time to get into your eyewitness report. I'm curious to know how the city is looking on my drive here. It's really empty. Really empty. I mean,
just
for
papers.
Monday.
Just papers and keys.
For Monday, it's really empty, and I love it. The fact that on a Monday, everyone is relaxing, no pressure whatsoever, either indoors or outdoors. I'm guessing the parks are a bit busy right now with picnics and the likes.
Do you know the flip side of that?
What's that?
The sector that never goes on holiday.
Which is?
Media sector, there's no public holiday, there's no Christmas. So while others are at home, cooking, relaxing, gisting, we have to be like, not again.
I'm not complaining.
We know you. We know you behind the scenes.
Let's get into the business of the day, because Gbenga is right here to distract me and make it all light. But of course it's your job. Let's get into the business of the day right now, going through some of the big stories making the rounds in Nigeria today, and you get a chance to be a part of it as well. Don't forget that you can join the conversation by calling in, sending a WhatsApp message, and sharing your thoughts and your reactions to the big stories making the rounds today. Our guest is running late. Maybe he's stuck with some Christmas chicken up his sleeve, but hopefully he's able to get here in good time. Because
who needs to guess when I'm here?
I'm curious to know what the street is feeling like right now in terms of the social media street. People have been complaining about, what's it called right now? The pajama thing, right?
Okay.
The pajamas thing. So you have a partner who you're wearing pajamas with, and for those who are single, in quote,
it's pressure.
Well, there's a pressure to show off and show out. For those who have a partner, they're those who are hiding their partner's faces, maybe because it's not official yet, or for whatever reason, maybe somebody's partner. Hopefully, that's not the reason you're doing that. But there's that pressure on the streets right now to have your Christmas glam on, take a picture with your family, and have a good time. But no pressure whatsoever is what I would say. Just ensure you enjoy the season. And no, I'm not big on pajamas actually. Yeah,
so you don't have any sort of
better suit. I do.
So that's
but taking the picture, I'm not proving anything to anyone.
You don't need to prove.
I'm happy already.
Just feed your followers. We need content.
Okay. Of course you do. Michael Kuje says, may the spirit of Christmas fill your home with peace, your heart with love, and your life with blessings throughout the coming year. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Thank you. Michael, hope you're having a good day as well. Let's get into the roundtable right now and check out some of the stories making the rounds in Nigeria. Yuletide poultry farmers decry high cost of feeds, low patronage. Some poultry farmers in Buhari Area Council of the FCT on Monday in Abuja decried the insistent rise in the cost of poultry feeds. They also groaned over low patronage in the sale of birds in the market. Now, the farmers expressed their concerns and called on producers and suppliers to consider a reasonable intervention. One of the farmers, Mrs. Joy Felix, said that although poultry farming was a profitable business that involved a lot of capital, it had, however, suffered setbacks at the point of sales. I mean, looking at the cost of chicken right now, birds, of turkey, and the likes, really expensive out there. And if you find somebody who offers you that, it's important you appreciate it and not, make light of that situation. Now, Felix added that the cost of drugs for the birds was another challenge to the farmers, who are forced to use organic methods to treat diseases in birds. And she urged various farmers associations as well as other stakeholders to intervene and assist in finding a lasting solution to challenges with the hope of easing the plight of farmers. Now, similarly, Mr. Ayobamidele, another poultry farmer, said that the cost of chicken feeds is so high, ranging from 10,000 to 14,000 per kg 50 kg bag in the last 1 month, depending on the brand and location of the farm. Now, according to Bami Daily, a lot of farmers find it difficult to sell their birds during the festivities because there is usually more supply of birds than demand for them. So if you're able to share with someone right now what you've been able to get, it's important to do that because Christmas is about sharing, showing love, and reaching out to those who are in need. But something unusual about the Yuletide as well is the cash crunch. Do you have cash? Have you still been able to get cash? Or are you having that challenge, not being able to get access to cash right now? Hopes of a fun-filled Yuletide celebration with plenty to eat and drink appear to have been dashed for millions of Nigerians following the scarcity of cash and high demand of goods and services. So high cost right there across the market. Some vendors and sellers have been complaining about not making enough sales because of how expensive these items are. People complaining about it.
It's actually a reality. And interestingly enough, I have a friend who is into poultry business.
Yeah.
And he talks about the fact that it is supposed to be this season where they make their money, the fourth quarter of the year, the Yuletide season, Christmas. But it's the season they now have to sell either at a giveaway price or at a loss because the amount they spent in feeding these birds in the first place
needs to be made back.
Yes, but the buyers don't see it from that perspective. They just want to buy it from the amounts in their own mind. They negotiate way less. And if you look at, sometimes I think about it. If you look at the ingredients of bird feeds, for example, like right in front of me, we have wheat, maize, barley, sorghum, and the rest of it. Why hasn't the government found a way to make these resources readily available? And why isn't this poultry business generally having certain unions so that most of these things can be at a discounted...
They have their union, but are you talking about getting the
I'm not talking about the farmers themselves. I'm talking about the feed. I'm talking about
those who produce
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because it seems like we are not having any proactive measures to making life easy for those in the agricultural sector. And Nigeria usually tries to pride themselves in agric science or agricultural investment and so what have you. But we are not seeing it down to the layman out there, right? These things need to be readily available. I love chicken. And I won't want a position where I would go to the market and won't be able to get chicken because the seller wants to make his money. I don't want to spend too much. And Christmas will just pass just like that.
All right. Well, if you're able to get chicken today, no pressure if you can't. Just have a good time and share with those around you. But that's something that some state governments and governors are doing this Yuletide season. For example, for the federal government, they've gone on to launch grants for poor people, vulnerable groups in Cross River State today. And that's according to the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. The intention is to be able to lift these people from the group where they fall under right now. And she made a statement at the 15th coronation anniversary of the Obong of Calabar, Edidem, Ekpo Okon, Abasi Otu 5, which also coincided with the yearly Utomo Obong Festival. Now, according to her, Cross River is dear to the president's heart. Hence, the federal government, through her ministry, will on Christmas Day, today, flag off grants for the vulnerable, the poor people in the state, in partnership with the Cross River State government. And the minister noted that the ministry has a checklist of who will be beneficiaries of the scheme, having reached out through the traditional rulers to all communities, villages, and people to select those who made the criteria in line with the president's renewed hope agenda. I have questions about this, and this would bring us back to the conditional cash transfer. Is this the same thing? Is this a different program altogether? Will these people who are already vulnerable be getting the 25,000 naira in 3 months out of that package, or this is a totally different ball game altogether and they do not meet the criteria for the 25,000, so this is in a bit to help them? Too many questions, because we see like a duplication of these programs over and over again.
Some people may even gain double because of course we are not big on data, we are not big on information. The truth is, in reality, some people have received 25k already, some people have gotten the alert, some people haven't. Another question, how do they arrive with the list? What is the cutoff mark? What is the criteria?
You're making it sound like an examination,
because
right now,
it looks like somebody just sits somewhere and composes names in the list. You know, we need to understand these things need to be clear cut in public so that we don't smell foul play, and indirectly it brings back the trust we have in the government.
All right, on the flip side, going on to Ondo right now. Christmas, the governor right there, the acting governor, Ayedatiwa, is urging Christians to uphold the virtues of Jesus. And he said there was need for everyone to love, share with one another, and to also uphold the virtues of compassion, tolerance, love, as well as everything to ensure that they're showing love to everyone around them. Okay, well, important message to note right there. He also noted that the present administration in the state would not relent in its commitment to initiating and executing policies and programs that would impact positively the lives of the residents of the state, as well as promote unity and peaceful coexistence in the state. So that's one message coming from Ondo State, as well as other states. You know, various governors finding ways to show love and support to Nigerians. A big question out there still is, are people still benefiting from the 50% slash by the president, the federal government? Because I saw a video making the rounds of those who were trying to board the trains. And you know, the president stated that it was going to be free all the way from the 21st to the 4th. The crowd, you know, it would be a bit overwhelming for this train options that people can take.
But we have an internal correspondence that we can, you know, get our facts from.
Oh, yeah. Those who
we have
try to take
our internal correspondent who can call in and tell us, oh, it went well, oh, it didn't went well, the 50%
I know somebody tried to take the train and they had to change their mind last minute because of the crowd.
That kind of thing. So we need to know if it really works or if it's true. So again, it's built to
it
trust.
Works for some,
yeah,
but the crowd will be a bit overwhelming, so not everybody will be able to get it.
I mean, if you're going to be throwing that kind of thing open, you should be proactive enough to think about the contingencies. You should know that Nigerians like free things, and when you slash that price, people would want to travel.
Don't
it's
you
Christmas.
like free things?
That's the point. So if I'm making that kind of proclamation, I should be ready for crowd. Or am I expecting people not to latch onto it? So I should be able to prepare for crowd. I should be able to, there should be a scheme for volunteers to add to the staff, probably in these different transport companies for that period of time, probably internship or something between December and January. I'm talking about the telco companies right now, to have more hands for the ticketing and all whatnot, because you can't make this kind of proclamation and not expect the kind of crowd you are seeing.
So you're talking about the rail transportation sector, volunteers to help ease the traffic.
It's just like an election, right? That's why they get NYSC corpers to join the INEC to be part of the counting. So that same concept should be used to check out or checkmate crowd control.
Ah, interesting. All right, we'll go on a break right now. When we come back, thank you, Gbenga. When we come back, get to more stories. And of course, open the phone lines and take your messages. Do well to stay tuned to Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja.